It's Dragon Ball time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we're gonna have a look at the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z Majin Buu, also known as the Evil Buu, the, well, third form. You got the Fat Buu, then you got the Ultra Thin Buu. And, I mean, this is the one we've seen the most through Dragon Ball Z. And I'm so happy that we finally get this one. I'm so freaking happy that they're finally rolling out the Boos because we've been waiting for it for a long time. Every time SH Figuarts kind of made a list of like, ask the people, who do you want in the line? People were always like, Boos. So let's have a look. Oh my god, so honestly, I don't want to fanboy too hard, but already the look of this guy. He's giant, menacing, and first look, really everything I'd hope for. So, size of the figure, he stands at about, let's say, 21 centimeters to the top of his antenna, which, yeah, he really brings some size to the game, and that's accurate. He should be. As for the inches, he's 8.2 inches tall overall. Look and detail of the figure. I mean, the face gold is fantastic, and he has the menacing smile on it. You got the black eyes with the red in it, and just everything you need in there. Let me turn on the lights. So I got an extra light on my camera that I sometimes forget to turn on. But yeah, you got all the molded detail in the mouth. You got the spots in the head, his holes. So you got that, and the antenna very nicely molded. I like the pink. Like, honestly, that's another thing. Taking him out of the box, at first I thought like, oh, he could be could have a little bit more of a vibrant tone, but no, I think it's actually very nice. Got some more holes in the back, which are actually all molded on. For the record, they didn't just paint that on. There are small kind of kinks in there, which you can feel when you going over it with your finger. And the muscle work is just awesome, very nicely captured. Could say with Buu, he has a little bit of a different anatomy. He has the long torso and the long arms and the big hands, and all of that is here. Got the painted fingernails on both sides, the gold going around his gloves, gauntlets, whatever you want to call it. There are some small slips here and there, but it is forgivable. Like, the lines are very thin, and with the black there will be some paint bleeding. So once again, there's some things I can look over, just like with the painted fingernails. There's a little bit here and there, but nothing really to complain too much about. So I will be nice and not give him too much crap for it, even though like the belt over here. You got the gold with the Majin symbol, very nice and vibrant. And then for the pants, they look a little bit wonky. I really do believe that, but wait for the articulation. I mean, I had a look at it, and it's quite frankly, I think it's worth it. That's all I'm saying. And we got shading in the pants. You got some gray shading, which for this one, it looks pretty good. I mean, recently they did shading in the pants, which looked kind of random. But with this one, it's still kind of random, but overall, I think it makes for a nice look. Overall, as we move down to the feet, where we got some more golden lines, which I think are a little bit cleaner, but still, that's always different. I mean, I love you guys when you write me in the comments how your version is looking cleaner or uglier or whatever. So it's always nice to know how some come out better than others, and that's really it. And down to the feet with the molded detail in there, and that's really it for looks. Now let's have a look at the articulation. So overall, I will just, it's good, alright, I'm telling you right away. The head articulation is going very smoothly around, doesn't leave any gaps, has tons of rotation, goes forward to the back, tilts to the side, both sides, and goes all the way around. And you got some more in the neck articulation, mostly just back and forth, has some side-to-side motion. So overall, if you combine these two, you get some very cool stuff all the way forward and all the way back. So that's impressive, and like I'm saying, it only leaves some gaps in the neck area, but that's okay. So that's kind of a thing with this figure. I feel like there's some parts where it leaves some gaps, and it's okay. So I'll probably repeat myself a couple of times. Keep that in mind, but it's by design because it's just how the figure is. So we got the big shoulder hinges over here, which you can bring all the way forward, leaves a hole If you really just want to bring the arm forward that much, you can with this guy. And that's really nice. But if you don't want to, you can still go out like this. And you won't have a gap, so that's not really an issue. And then we got the ball pack that goes into a hinge for some more shoulder rotation. You got the big hinge in there, bicep swivel, going around, double hinged elbow. Leaves a... I don't know why they didn't just kind of mold like an elbow pad on there, but articulation wise it's okay, it just doesn't look so nice. The hand for itself actually it has a lot more motion than I thought. I thought all the plastic around it would block it, but it's actually fairly nice. Moves all the way around. Rotation. Now for the torso articulation, you got the upper part which has all the way, goes around, forward, back, and does tilt side to side a little bit. Also goes, well, I wouldn't push it all the way. It's kind of blocking as I move it that much around, so that's alright. And then the lower part over here, I think it's just a hinge. I'm really just getting back and forth motion out of it, and obviously rotation. So if mine's stuck, I really don't get any wiggle motion or whatnot, so just really forward and rotation is what you're getting out of it, and the forward motion isn't even really that great. It's more like the upper part. It's really working nicely there, so overall, alright. Now for the pants, the overall pants part, it doesn't rotate around. It feels like it's connected somewhere, somehow. Once again, I'm kind of thinking maybe it's stuck. But then again, it's really close to the belt, and I'm thinking that might not work out. Now, the leg articulation. Holy balls, it's awesome. Goes all the way out, simply, nicely, it looks good. I mean, I say it looks good, obviously you have that kind of sticking out there, but once again, just move it in like that, and you won't have a gap, and it still covers up fairly nicely, but you're still getting all this articulation out of it. Goes to the back, forward, has some rotation up there. Actually, just a little bit, but that's why they added another one where you have even more rotation. It's awesome, just like a big thigh swivel basically. And then we got double hinge knees, which I really gotta give them props for this one. Once again, there are still small gaps, but you move it just a little bit forward and there are no gaps. And overall, SH Figuarts has a history of really bad knees, and these ones just look awesome. That they have this big joint in there just to cover everything up is, yeah, props for that. This doesn't rotate, unfortunately, and the foot is just on a ball pack with a long hinge, which at first I was disappointed, but actually, once again, get some pretty nice motion because they just left the right amount of space. Doesn't really go back and forth that much, but side to side is, I mean, that's one of the things I really care about. For stability, and finally you have a toe hinge to round off all the movements for your Buu. So for the accessories, you know the rules. If you're having a big guy, there's usually not that much that goes with it as far as accessory-wise, but I'm still pleased with what we got. We got another hat for your fat Buu, which has a transformation hat. Basically, you pack this into his little antenna, and you can transform stuff into chocolate or cookies or whatever. The hat is nice, I just don't know why they just kind of glued the antenna in. That's just really distracting to me. For the rest of it, it's a nice extra. We got your two hats for your regular, for this Buu, and just, once again, amazing. The one where he yells his way out of the hyperbolic time chamber, and just one really annoyed face. It fits so well. You have a smiling face, really angry, and just like annoyed face. That's really all you need for your Buu. And for your hands, you got one pointy finger and one just kind of also pointy finger, but not fully pointing. Two blast hands and the fist hands to round it off for the accessories. So final thoughts for this figure. I mean, there's no need to beat around the bush. This guy is awesome and is worth all of your monies, every penny. The size is great, the accessories are kind of low, but that's kind of the rule. If you have a big guy like this, the accessories usually have to suffer, and I'm okay with that because the overall package, this guy looks great, and the articulation is, I think, what really blows it out of the water. Like I'm saying before, I looked at it, and I'm saying like all the stuff in the pants, it looks kind of wonky, but it's worth it for what you're getting out of it. and overall paint job, look, articulation, just everything comes together very nicely. And I've been very critical of the SH Figuarts line recently. I feel like a lot of the Dragon Ball figures were kind of lazy, where there was barely any shading, and when the shading was there, it wasn't good, and the paint job was sometimes not good. So I'm really impressed and happy and thankful for this guy. So hopefully that means that SH Figuarts is kind of racking up the quality a little bit more. That's just me. Again, I'm saying if you're happy with Figuarts, that's fine. I'm just really happy with this guy, and I'm hoping it means for bigger and better things for the Dragon Ball line. So that's gonna do it, guys. Recommended 100%. Like, really the only kind of downside is a little bit of paint bleeding in the gold, but that's it. That's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever Majin Buu wants.